global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned. Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We are so excited to have you again. Please, if you've not subscribed to our channel, kindly do so by hitting on that red subscribe button and also the bell icon. All right, we're looking at APC some few days ago, 2 days ago precisely. They had deliberated on a lot of things, and the conclusion of the NEC meeting which they had was dissolution of the National Working Committee and also appointment of one of the executive governors in Nigeria, precisely Yobe State Governor, as the caretaker chairman of the caretaker committee. And after all of that, most people have started digging deep into the constitution of APC, and a lot has been coming up. And most people believe that what the president did was absolutely wrong because it contravenes their own constitution. And some people say that why they did what they did was because they were already used to, disregarding court orders and constitutions. So for that reason, even their own constitution, they place no value on it and the likes. All right, but guess what? The person who opened up this canker one was actually Dino Melaye, who brought up a particular paragraph of the APC Constitution, precisely Article 17 of Article 17 subsection 4 of APC Constitution, which clearly open up on who must be in, the person who is qualified to be in what position in APC. And according to that provision, it reads, it says, no officer in any organ of the party shall hold executive position office in government concurrently. And then Dino Melaye now said this, he say, na APC Constitution tokamo, no be me tokamo, expo naim I give, double wahala for deady bodies and the honor of deady body. Those were the words he said. And no, we just want to look at this because there had been a series of comment by Nigerians, looking at this. Most people are saying that, hey, you've got to stay in your own party, PDP, stop getting involved in the runnings of APC. But then other people are also saying a lot about what is ongoing in the country, that this clearly shows that if they can disregard their party constitution, it clearly shows that they do not uphold any constitution seriously. So we're going to discuss this with my colleague who is in the house. But first of all, before we go into this discussion, let's look at some of the comments of Nigerians where they clearly open up on some things. And this one says here, are you talking to people who has no regard for court order and constitution? Party constitution means nothing to them. Remember, they are barbarians. This one here says here, is there any provision for caretaker committee in the APC constitution, or did NEC invented it? Another one says the president is now the national leader of his party, while the former ceremonial occupant has now become internationally displaced politician, IDP. Another one here says he is the caretaker committee chairman. If you don't like it, go to court. They don't care about the provision of the constitution.
What a joke.
Another one here says, alternatively, look for the nearest transformer and do the needful, as simple as ABC. Oh dear. And another person here says, Buhari turned Nigerian constitution upside down. How would he follow APC constitution? That's why Nigerians don't take Buhari's words seriously. Another one here says, sadly, Atim Buhari has threatened all of the not to seek for redress, has threatened all of them not to seek for redress, and they have all chickened out. Dictators are in power. That's a serious one there. Another one here says, do we have law in Nigeria? You say no, say the law only applies to poor people. Nigeria is best place to be a rich man. Wow, a lot of things people are saying. Another one say taking Panadol on top another person headache. so many reactions. But let's just look at this, because for me, I don't think this is a good one for a ruling party. It's an indication that if they can treat with levity their own constitution, possibly they can do same to the constitution of Nigeria. Looking at this, do you think that with this, with what we have seen, it will awaken possibly the consciousness of the National Working Committee, and they may, that's the dissolved Working National Committee, and they may push to court to get this issue settled?
Then let's be practical here.
Okay.
Much as we want to be objective, we have to also look at the Nigerian factor. The truth of the matter is, even if they want to contest it based on the constitution, let's also correct one impression here very quickly. Dino Melaye was actually one-time APC member.
Yeah.
So he has an idea of what their constitution is. So he can speak as a former member of the party. Okay, yes, he may be a PDP member, he has no right to do all those, but the truth be told, he has an idea of the constitution. Now, back to the question. The fact that the presidency, or rather the ruling party, are used to the 14th court order, is also normal for it also to be seen in the party. Okay, so it's something that they've gotten used to. It's now a habit, it's a norm, so they don't see anything wrong with it anymore. Don't also forget that very quickly the president has actually warned that all warring parties should stay at peace, that they don't want to go into all the issue of judiciary, so which means he has directly warned every party involved, every party member involved, not to use the court anymore. Let them, whatever it is, let's just settle it. However, even if you don't like the settlement, just go with it. Okay, go with it. Now, the constitution, now they have involved someone who the constitution does not favor based on their own constitution, and they don't really care, really. Now, the challenge we have now is, if you dare to say, no, the presidency is wrong, let's go to court and have a redress. We have the whipping dog of the EFCC to look into your matter. If you're an appointee, you are holding a public office, so you are too big, and it's your profile, it's your portfolio so clean that if EFCC look into your matter, they will not fault you. Go to court, no problem. Just notice that there's one project you actually did, you did not complete it. EFCC will start knocking. So all these things are the things they probably would consider, and that's why some of the things also that probably have humbled the likes of Adams Oshiomhole, because the truth is, if you want to go by that way, don't forget there's a pending case in those states concerning Oshiomhole that was swept under the carpet simply because he was national chairman of APC. Then, you understand? So if he tries to do anything funny, that case will just rise very gently and very naturally. So they all everybody seems to be tied to one corruption allegation or the other. So they have to be very calm and quiet.
Okay, now even APC had reacted. Some APC people have reacted to the statement or this thing eye-opener brought up by Dino Melaye, and one of them was talking about PDP also, that virtually all of them are doing the same thing. And he said that if the National Executive Council of PDP could grant waiver for an individual who just joined the party to contest election, what makes you think that a waiver cannot also be granted for an executive office holder to hold position? You understand? Okay. So I don't know how would you look at this? Do you think that it's an issue of waiver being brought in there, or maybe it's something like we own the party at any time we can take any decision and all of that?
But for that of Obaseki, it was not forceful. If you ask me, 6 billion was involved here. Money talks and everything falls in place. If you don't want more money, we'll arrange the thing.
Yes.
At some point, everybody, no. Obaseki is just coming. He has to enter the queue. No. By the time money started changing hands, he came going courtesy visit from every individual involved. Everybody started smiling. He came out unopposed.
Yes.
Everybody was happy.
And I heard today they have handed over the certificate to him.
Quietly. There was no quarrel. Everybody was happy. It's a win-win. There's nothing like, no, I'm feeling disgruntled. Nobody have decamped. They're all happy because No, money's changed hands. But in this case, there's no money changing hand anywhere. They're telling you keep quiet, let things work the way it should work. So it's not a case of, now it's a case of we own the party, we run it the way we want.
Exactly.
If you're not comfortable, balls off.
Yes, exactly.
So it's not a case of, is there any money changing hands anywhere? There's no money anywhere. So it's not a case of, even within the party, there are people who owns the party. If you don't like it, form your own, or you go to PDP. And the likes of Melaye have to humble himself. He has sat on a lot of wounded toes. So he can't afford to jump anyhow before he will enter from frying pan to fire.
Exactly.
So he has to be very careful. That's why people generally are calling him internally displaced politician.
All right. Now, this issue we are discussing kind of trouble my mind a little bit, considering the fact that, for example, these guys, these Arewa you'd say they are looking for a kind of politician who is a young person and who will be able to run their face, or who is competent enough to run their face of Nigeria and all of that, which means that religion and all of that is sidelined. But considering the fact that things are just happening in the country without any respect to constitution, whether it is party constitution, whether it is the constitution of Nigeria. For example, in Nigeria, let's just be so real about this, because we could be talking and one will be saying how to is it freedom of speech that we claim that we have. So many people have spoken and they get to know them. Before you know, they trail them. Even governors trail people who criticize them and lock them up. Which means they don't even, the only freedom of speech that you have is when you have not spoken. But immediately you finish speaking, they take it away from you.
Then that means it's not freedom anymore.
Yeah, you understand? So I'm just wondering, how possible would Nigeria be able to bring up someone who is competent and capable enough to run the show of this country if the constitution itself is not even being valued and a lot of things are going, south?
Okay, except you want me to be very practical here. I can be objective, I can be diplomatic, and I also can be practical. For Nigeria really to get it right, the truth of the matter is we need to flush all the bad eggs. All godfatherism out, everything flushed. It's the case of let's start from the scratch. Let's scatter the foundation and start rebuilding a new Nigeria. That's the only way out.
All right, thank you very much. That's